Since the 1973 Roe v. Wade Supreme Court decision, most estimates put the number of aborted unborn children in America around 50 million. Arguably, that loss has been one of the contributing factors leading to an ongoing shortage of available domestic workers, and practically speaking, workers who would have filled the gap of jobs held by illegal aliens and by workers who would have been contributing to provide financial resources for the future Social Security and Medicaid payments. In Europe, we are witnessing the impact of long-term declining birth rates that will soon change the face of many of their countries. Two questions. First, in order to reduce this negative trend in our country, in what cases or circumstances should abortions be illegal? And I want to be specific. This is a question of your senatorial voting position and not your personal views on abortion. And second, in just the last few months, there was a vote in the U.S. Senate to completely defund Planned Parenthood. Had you been a senator during that vote, would you have voted to defund Planned Parenthood? And gentlemen, being specific is the rule of the morning.
Thank you, Bill. And yes, as a member of the United States Senate, I would have voted to defund Planned Parenthood and any other entity where tax dollars go to fund abortion. Not a single penny should go to abortion. And as a member of the United States Senate, I will do what I did in the state legislature, which is fight for pro-life legislation to protect the unborn. I'm someone who believes that life begins at conception, and I recognize, too, that we should not have the type of abortions that are taking place in our country and around the world. What I think as well is that while I recognize that all life should be protected, I do recognize that there can be certain exceptions for rape and incest. I also believe as well that look at my record, look at the people who are supporting me as someone who believes in the sanctity of human life and who fights for the sanctity of human life. And I'm proud to have the endorsement and the support of two pro-life, pro-family leaders in the state of Florida who are here with us today, Dennis Baxley and Scott Plakin. They know me as someone who will fight for pro-life legislation.
One follow-up, would your record in the Florida House of Representatives still reflect the record that you have expressed this morning?
Can you just repeat the question?
Leader Hasner, would your record in the Florida House of Representatives during your term, would that record continue to support your two exceptions of only rape and incest as the only two exceptions that you would support in terms of legalized abortion in America?
I apologize. Rape, incest, and the life of the mother. And my record in the Florida Legislature is one in which we supported and we passed legislation to require ultrasounds in the first trimester of abortion or of a pregnancy. And so I think that same passion and the same energy that I fought for pro-life legislation while I was in Florida, I will carry that with me to Washington to make sure that we end abortions in our country.
I'm pro-life. When I was in the United